Crypto F here. Before we go to today's topic, I want to say that this video is not a financial advice, it is my opinion only, and it is for educational purposes.
Hi everyone, Crypto F here. I hope you're doing well. Let's start with just a quick update on Bitcoin. Yesterday we have seen a huge fall below 4,000. So in this area here we have been walking on the edge. Every significant pull down would cause further panic and selling, but fortunately we managed to stay above, and this looks beautiful now. This reversal candle up above 4,000, well, above 4,100. This is beautiful, and I believe we can still be bullish, and we are still on the way to 5,500. I am looking for a weekly close above 41, or even better above 4,200. Well, weekly close above 4,200 would be just beautiful. Well, it is very hard to say, of course, whether we are going up or down, so just stay close to the charts and observe. I believe we can go much higher, but of course it is possible to go lower as well. So we have a lot to talk about today, so we will move quickly. That's it about Bitcoin. So I want to remind you of one of my previous videos where I talked about Ethereum and ICOs. By the way, imagine $80 Ethereum video. I posted it 1 month ago. We are very close to this $80. I believe at the time we were above 200. So that was a good call. But I want to show you this video, imminent financial threat for ICOs. In this video I am talking
worth over $1,000.
Well, I'm not going to play it now, but I will just tell you what I'm talking about in this video. I'm talking about well, we can say problem for ICOs that were established at the peak of 2017 bull market, and they received funds in Ethereums that at the time were worth $1,000 or more, but the same Ethereums today are worth $100. So what does this mean for ICOs? Well, I believe it is a major problem for ICOs because they, as I said in this video, ICOs usually play it big. They have huge expenses, and of course, let's say some particular ICO collected, for example, $15 million. Well, those same $15 million, after 1 year it is just $1.5 million, just because Ethereum dropped in price by over 90%. So probably they made their future plans and their strategy around those 15 million. They were estimating their budget to be 15 million, but after 1 year, now suddenly this budget is much reduced. So the problem is that they're probably selling their Ethereums very fast, and I believe, well, if not now, but soon they will run out of budget. The problem is that I believe this bear market is far from over. So we might see maybe another one full year of bear market, and ICOs will hardly survive another one full year or bear market, let alone what if there is going to be 2 more years of bear market. Nobody knows how long this can last. So what I see as a problem is that most of those ICOs don't have a working product or service. It is still in development, so I don't believe they are generating any income. So this might be a huge problem. Why I'm telling you this? Well, because I want to warn you that if you have a position in an ICO, or if you are looking to make a position in ICO, especially in those ICOs formed at the peak of previous bull market, I just want you to be careful. I'm not going to say which ICOs look, so to say, dangerous to invest in, which ICOs look dead or whatever. I'm just going to say be careful, make some extra analysis whether these ICOs are still active, whether funders are still active and driven to make this project work before you invest. Okay, so that much about ICOs. I'm not saying that either of them is a scam or whatever. I'm just saying that it's a huge problem for them because their budget is reduced very, very much. So just imagine if you want to make some project work, and you at the beginning you believe that you have for example $100,000 of budget. Well, of course you're going to plan your activities according to this budget, but after half a year somebody tells you, well, in fact no, your budget is not going to be 100,000 but 10,000. So maybe in those 6 months you have already spent 10,000. So suddenly you are without budget. So this can be a huge problem even if you are very motivated and driven to make this project work. Well, even bigger problem is if those people lose motivation. So I'm not sure what is going on with those ICOs, but I have seen some estimates on the web that some of those ICOs have already spent 70% of their budget of their Ethereums. And I believe I have seen this info a month or two ago. So by now they may have spent 80 or even more percent of their budget. So imagine now if we get one more year of bear market. Okay, that's it about ICOs. I believe you get the idea what I want to tell you. So just be careful. And the next thing and last thing I want to talk about today is my last video that I posted. It was BTC Bold Prediction was the title, and in this video I made some predictions about BTC prices in the future, well, at the peak of next bull market. Those were really bold predictions, but let's just listen to the video a little bit.
What you can see, all 4 of those calculations gave us extremely high numbers. Well, in my opinion, extremely high. I can't even imagine what would this mean for all of us who are currently in the crypto and have the opportunity to invest in Bitcoin at $3,000, $4,000 or maybe even lower. Just look at those numbers.
Okay, so in this video I made few calculations which are probably very wrong, but it was fun to make them. So so the value of Bitcoin at the peak of next bull market that I calculated is between 200,000 and 400,000 US dollars. Well, that is simply very hard to believe. But in fact, I believe that Bitcoin will reach 100,000 or more at the peak of next bull market. This is what I believe. And I want to show you now some other predictions that some other traders or some other people made about Bitcoin to have some more perspective. So this is somebody that analyzed Bitcoin cycles, where in fact, yeah, Bitcoin cycles. So he predicted Bitcoin's price to be at $360,000. Sorry about that. By somewhere by the end of 2024 or in 2025. So he estimated that next cycle will be very long. Okay, the next estimation I have here, this is again someone analyzing cycles. He estimated, by the way, a bottom to be in October 2019 at $3,000 and to highest number to be at $160,000 in August 2023. Okay, so far my calculations were not so much off. By the way, I know that Ton Weiss made a prediction of $75,000 at the peak of next bull market, which is, in my opinion, a little bit conservative. But even if we reach $75,000, that is still amazing if you look at the prices today. Okay, I want to see also some YouTubers what they predicted, where there is someone who predicted that Bitcoin will very likely hit $100,000. Or, of course, you all remember John McAfee's prediction of 1 million by the end of 2020, which is just ridiculous in my opinion. And I want to look at this video. This is 10 Bitcoin price predictions from 10 Bitcoin price predictions from experts for 2018, 2019, 2020. So we will just fast forward. So Tom Lee estimates 125,000 by 2022. John McAfee I already told you about. This is not important. So somewhere here from Harvard, professor from Harvard estimates 100,000 for Bitcoin. Oh, not. We need to go forward. Sorry about that.
Bring a little bit of balance to the.
Just pressing too many buttons at the same time. So this is not important. So there's someone estimating Bitcoin will be trading around 50,000 by the end of this year. Haha. Well, this ain't gonna happen. I'm not interested by the end of this year. I'm interested for long term. Okay, so here's 75 at the end of this year. I'm not interested. Okay, so here's another one. Bitcoin will trade at 250,000 by the end of 2022. Okay, so that's enough opinions, enough predictions. So, well, what we have seen is that those my calculations were not so far away from predictions of other people. Well, other people predicted somewhere in between 75,000, which was tonne-ways, and 150,000 or 200,000, so somewhere there. Well, let me just say one thing. I can't wait to see Bitcoin trade above $100,000. And that will be the final thought for today's video. Thank you for watching. Cheers!
Okay, that's it for today. If you find this content useful, please give it a thumbs up and please leave me some comments in the comment section down below. And also please subscribe for more future updates. Cheers!